cleaning up our RV, getting it ready for our trip to Alaska, and we have been like scrubbing this thing, using all kinds of chemicals. We're gonna give a review here of some of the best chemicals that have worked. What do you think's the best chemical that worked to clean this up, Kenny?
Well, we've been using some degreaser and stuff and nothing was working.
Any of those purple cleaners, we used two different ones. One was a purple power, one was a more generic purple cleaner. Those did a really good job of getting the greasy stuff off.
This is the super clean foaming stuff. It was really good to get all the grease off and stuff.
Over time, things start to discolor a little bit. So we were trying to restore the RV to its original color and shine. Partially because we removed our old decals off the RV. 6 years ago, we put on our Kellogg Show decals on the side and back of the RV. But when we did it, they didn't match the rest of our logos. So we wanted to change it up and make it match the rest of our logos on our website and YouTube videos and all that. So that's why we're redoing this. One, we needed to clean it up, and two, we wanted to put our new logos on here. So to help with oxidation, I don't know how you pronounce this, Megears, mirror glaze. This is a medium cut cleaner here. So we use these buffing pads like this, and this kind here, just pure elbow grit. And so that worked really well. And then now we're just using a power buffer. The RV's fiberglass on the outside, so we're using a marine polish. This is made for boats. This works great. It seals and protects, and it's a high gloss finish. Basically, we're just gotta finish up polishing this up, let it dry, and then we're gonna put our decals up. And here, we're currently in Colorado, and so here in Colorado, the sun is ridiculously hot. I mean, it is so hot that the surface of the RV is gonna get too hot for us to put the decals on during the day. So we're gonna have to wait now at this point till it cools off, and so we'll try to do that this evening because we're running out of time. We got a lot to do. We've been doing a lot of work getting this RV back in as good a shape as we can, because Alaska, woo, we're talking about driving 8,000 miles there and back. So that's a lot of driving, a lot of miles, and we wanna make sure our RV is in the best condition possible before we take off for this trip.
I just wipe it off right after you put it on because it dries. Like as you're sticking it on, it starts to dry. And you're supposed to let it dry, but when you let it dry, you have these streaks and stuff.
Well, it says it dries quickly, but in this heat, it probably is drying really fast. So
yeah,
it's looking nice.
Oh, whoa.
Shiny. I can see the shine. Our RV hasn't looked this good since 6 years ago when we got it. Check this out. Kenny did an amazing job with the polish. Look at this. It's so clean and bright. Look at that. So now we're gonna put our new decal on the back. So the last time we ordered decals, I ordered them from some company online. At any rate, I couldn't figure out where I ordered them from. So then we kind of got down to the wire for our Alaska trip here. So I ordered from Vistaprint. I think they turned out really well. I mean, time will tell whether or not they hold up, whether or not those colors fade. Colors in the last ones, they really faded. But what I did is these are both 3 foot by 4 foot sheets. And so based on the dimensions of our logo, I just printed multiple logos on one sheet, and then I'm just gonna cut them apart. This way we get a lot more on one. There, so now I got them cut apart. I tried to leave edges I can hang on to on the ends. When I stick this, I'm going to stick it from the center. It looks straight? Somebody step back, tell me if it's straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. It looks pretty good. I'm lining it up with the top, the 2 ends with the top. There's the big
that looks perfect, Dad. Like, I don't know for sure. I think you're going to do that.
Oh, I was in
all this side.
Stay off my blanket. The whole point of my blanket is to keep an absolute clean environment.
Not as a sleeping pad.
Yeah, no. So yeah, on this time around, I use this blanket to keep a cleaner environment, so that when I peeled the decal apart, I didn't get so much dirt stuck to it. The one on the back, I got so much dirt stuck to the sticky side, and I couldn't get it off. This one went off a lot nicer. So we're we're parked here so that we're in the shade on one side, and I'm gonna do this whole side, and then we'll flip it around, and hopefully it won't be too hot yet to do the other side. During the day here right now, it's getting up to 100 degrees, and that is way too hot to try to put these decals on. They'll get extra sticky, and the material will get too bendable to when you try to use like a credit card like this to get the bubbles out. You'll actually stretch the vinyl. So if the vinyl's too hot, it'll stretch and you'll ruin it. I actually experienced that the first time 6 years ago when we did our first set of decals. I did just that. I stretched out the vinyl and I had a heck of a time trying to fix it and make it look right. It never did look right, but you know, as good as I could do. Yeah, this is really easily done. You just gotta take your time. And what I did is I peeled off and left a little strip on the ends. That way I could handle this and get it in position. And then when I'm ready, I peel off the end.
Ready.
When I'm ready. This is actually turning out really nicely. I'm pretty happy with this one.
Just want to get a nice close-up of the back of your head real quick. Hold up, move your hand. What's the matter? Are you camera shy or something? Just bring that back down. Come on.
It's my private spot.
I want to see your hair. You're so pretty. You camera shy little girl.
Ellie, hop up off the blanket.
Ah! Yeah, get up. Come on.
Dad, next time we get haircuts, I'm just gonna steal like 25 bucks from you and go to an actual hair salon. Dad?
Yeah.
He's gonna get rid of that. I don't know.
Maybe if you just back up a little bit, I can get around the front of it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because there's room over there, but it's just kind of tight right there. Back up like
Okay.
5 feet.
I might be able to.
But can you just give me just enough time to stick this one on
Yeah,
there since I
sure.
already peeled it? And then I'll move it. So I'm a little bit out blocking everything. Sorry about that.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Pretty good. How's the broken arm?
It's all right. Got the CAT scan done and don't need any surgery.
Oh, good.
We're cutting out our shields. Just stick on the RV.
It's the same thing you got to try to avoid when you're cutting your gaskets.
Whoa, that was really good.
Scooter life.
Emmy, get her off the blanket. No, I don't like it.
360.
Oh.
Gnarly.
Mia, come inside.
Gosh, I can't do it. Jump the manhole.
Do this.
All right, man.
Mine didn't either.
Your alarm for what time?
You know what though? I'd much prefer they
6.
not set alarms, because they set alarms, and especially in the RV when they set alarms, they're like Kenny. He'll have an alarm start going off at 5 o'clock in the morning,
No, it was for 7.
and I'm just like, no.
I never have.
Never get up at 5.
I would never have
your
a 5
alarm is
o'clock
going
alarm.
off, and it starts screaming. His alarm starts screaming, "Wake up! Wake up!
Yeah,
Wake up!"
It
And I'm like,
never-
"Shut that thing up!" And
never
Kenny
set
doesn't
it
even
for
turn it
5.
off.
I never.
He hits snooze.
No, I click off, but then it keeps going
My
off.
alarm doesn't wake up anybody.
That's because you hit snooze, Kenny.
No.
That's what snooze is.
Dad, you ever hear
But
my
yeah, and
alarm?
when I hear your alarm on a Kindle, I just
always wake up
I just
to it.
power off your Kindle. Like, I'll fix that.
I always
I've done
wake
that
up
to
to
you
my
guys too
Kindle.
on your phones. Just turn the power off
I always wake
because
up
they
to
all
it.
have them password protected.
Hey,
And I never put it
you
on
feel
in
guilty?
the RV.
No.
no, not at all. Not a shred.
No.
Oh man, it's disappointing.
Oh,
You better be getting good at filming, Max.
Yeah, it's gonna be my main job.
You don't do well enough, we're just gonna drop you on the side of the road.
Bye, Max.
Well, that's quite the job, but we got it done. We got all the decals on the RV. I'm gonna show you what that looks like in just a minute. But I just wanted to let you know how much work this actually was. We spent like a good probably 4 hours cleaning the RV, scrubbing it, a good 8 hours buffing the RV back to its original luster and shine. And then it just took us, I guess, about 3 hours to put on all the decals. Let's take a look at our work. We got our True Life TV logos on here too. You guys are gonna have to check out True Life TV. I mean, just check this out. This RV is looking good. It's looking good. I'm so happy with how this all turned out.